And what I'm going to do for y'all today is I'm just kind of like tell you what it took to assemble it, and then I'll do some specs, and then I'll go to some ride tests. So you want to stick around for the ride test. But first off, let me go ahead and show you what I had to do to assemble it. Number one, it came in this box right here, and the box is unlabeled. So you know what? It's called electric scooter. All you had to do was put these 4 bolts in here. You put a bolt there, a bolt there, and a bolt there, and a bolt there, and they give you a supplied wrench, and everything was contained in this. And this is kind of like their little package they have. It came with a I like this. This is a package, like a little holder right here. And what I did, I put my charger in there. It came with a lock, and you will lock it just going around there. It's good. I like this little riding bag right here. It has reflective striping on the side. That's real handy. So the specs on this thing, they've got a range of 19 miles as far as overall range, and top speed of 15 miles per hour on its top speed. And it's got a 500 watt hub motors. Max grade is a 12% grade that it can pull you up, which I thought this thing was actually a decently powerful little scooter. It's a tail light and a headlight up here. I will show you how to turn those things on. You get right side is throttle, left side is brake, and the brake does both the front brake and back brake simultaneously. So you'll actually hit both. There's a drum in the front, and then I think it's a brake motor in the back. So what it does, it applies them evenly. So you need to be careful that it's going to hit that front brake. It's got this little hook right here, and what this hook's for is folding it down and locking it in right here. And when it's folded down, the max weight on this thing, I think, is around about 34 pounds. It's actually a very light scooter. But the overall max weight on this thing, they're claiming up to 220. They've got the rider height is 3'11" to 6 foot. And wheels on this thing are pneumatic 10-inch wheels, and you're going to inflate them, I think, to 40 psi. I can't really see it on there, but you inflate these up, and now that has a lot of cushions. This doesn't have shock on it because it wants to stay in that affordable range. But with these tires on here, I felt that it was just fine with this design and the way this tire absorb the impact. So inflatable tires are always nice on a scooter of this size. Deck size seems to be about 8 inches on deck there. Charging port is right under here. We'll roll it over. Let me roll it over. You get a little small kickstand on there. You can see charging port. Make sure you got your cover on there. I just charge it, so mine is fully charged. Charging on this thing with the supplied charger, it takes around about 4 hours to get a full charge on this battery in here. And it's a 36 volt, 7.5 amp hour battery, which is about normal for a scooter this size. This whole deck is only this thick. Well over 20 miles on one full charge is very impressive. Okay, to go through the modes real quick, let me turn it on. All you do is hold that down. It's going to come on right there. If you want to turn the headlight on, one long press. It's like a 2-second press, and then let off, or it will turn off. You can see right here the headlight is on, and then the tail light is on right there. Pretty decent little headlight and tail light. I mean, I think it's adequate for what it is. And then to change the modes, each mode, double tap, there's 3. You can see I'm in mode 3. 1, 2, 3. I am in mode 3 right there. And then to turn it off, you basically just hold it down and it'll turn off. By the way, it's a thumb drive, but it's a kick start, so you got to kick it to get it going. You get a little bell right there and brake right there. Let's go ahead, let's get out on the pavement here, and let's do a quick ride around, and I'll show you how this thing works. I'll show you top speed on it too, so let's do that now. So the first thing I'm going to do, kick the kickstand up. So this is going to be mode 1. Now see what I mean by not working. See this, it's not working, but watch when I kind of kick it off and get it up to like 2 miles an hour. Once you get to 2 miles an hour, this thing takes off with you. And by the way, in mode 1, you're looking at 9 miles per hour top speed. 10, look, it just break down. And then when you brake, by the way, it engine brakes and front brakes, so you want to kind of lean back a little bit. So let's go to mode 2. I can do this while you're riding. Mode 2. Little bit of a hill here. Mode 2, I think, tops out at about 13. We're going up a hill, so it might be a little different. I don't know how well you can see it. This is mode 2. I have been riding this, so I already know all this. There it is. That's topped out 12, 13 miles an hour. That's the max speed of mode 2. So we'll go over, switch over to mode 3. we are officially in mode 3. So this is all of the beans. And when you're on this, it's got a small deck. You want to have your legs kind of back and back like that. One in the front, one in the back. You see that I just hit 18. I have had it up to 19 in mode 3. This is a slight incline right here. And it seems to handle it pretty good. And by the way, you can still use this as a normal scooter if you don't want to use throttle. Like, let's say I don't want to use throttle. See the brake there? I could use it just as a normal scooter, everybody, if I just want to use it as a scooter and just do it like that. But why would you? You know what? You got the motor. Use it. One thing you're going to have to get used to is that brake, because watch, when you brake, it's doing the front and back at the same time. It's like all-wheel braking at the same time. But you get used to it after a while. See what I do? On a straightaway here, mode 3. $15, $16. And see, the cushion's pretty decent on this. It's just pneumatic tires. There, I just ran over some stuff. The pneumatic tires seem to handle that very well. Everybody, I think this is a great scooter for anyone that just wants to get kind of an entry-level scooter that kind of does a little bit of everything. I have been very impressed with this and been riding it pretty much every day. The grips seem to be decent. They're like gnarled grips, and they seem to be very grippy. Everybody, I recommend this little scooter for anyone that's just kind of wanting an entry-level scooter or getting something very affordable that can kind of do it all, whether it's around campus or just a little like me, little small trips around the neighborhood or town. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the, the small electric scooter. See y'all in the next video.